My name is Lorenzo Latson, and I'm excited to be here to be able to introduce this guy here. Again, you all are going to get a lot of good information tonight. Please take some notes on this because, I think people, what gets me about what we do get ready to hear is the simplicity of it. I think people miss it because of the simplicity, but don't take this lightly, okay? All right, I see you, Hans, in Howard County. Okay, what I want to say is this, is that if you pay attention, that's all the highest price I think I'm paying since I've been here is attention. And I haven't even been here a year, and I'm getting ready to go over $100,000 in my first year. I am so excited because the guy that's getting ready to introduce this information, he is the one that pretty much mentored me and showed me the way. And that's the beautiful thing about this is that we have mentors. If you have any goals or dreams, if you're not satisfied with what you accomplished in 2025 and you have new goals in 2026, you're at the right place at the right time with the right people, you guys. Again, take some copious notes, okay? Don't just listen, take notes because if your goal is important to you, it should be important to you to write it down, okay? Take instructions, okay? And I'm telling you, if you follow the instructions of this guy, let me just go on and introduce to you why I'm so excited about it. First of all, this guy likes to have fun. And I'm a fun person. I don't know if you figured that out, but I'm an energy person. I like people that got energy. He has a lot of energy, but the thing that I like about him most is that he celebrates my success more than he celebrates his own success. He has a right, trust me, he has a lot of success. I'll let him tell a little bit about it, but one thing I will tell you, that he is a platinum director. I don't know, probably double plat. I don't. All I know, I'm just learning. So I know he's platinum or above. And guess what, you guys? Earned over $600,000 last year. $600,000. See, what I do know is if you don't know about plumbing, you don't talk to an electrician. And if you want to know about being a carpenter, you don't talk to a baker. If you want to know about money, ladies and gentlemen, you better talk to somebody that got something. The language is different. It's a totally different conversation. And so I'm excited to be part of his team. He's earned he's part of the $1 million club that we have with our company. But let me get on out of the way and introduce to some and present to others. Marty Wynn. Marty, take it away, buddy.
Thank you, brother. Can you hear me okay?
Hear you loud and clear, man.
Awesome, man. I'm up here playing with this thing. I'm spotlighting. I'm learning this whole Zoom thing, man. After 600 something $1,000, and so many of us that have already earned well over 100, 200, $300,000 just part time. So thank you so much, man, for your leadership. I always call you at the last minute to open up, so I appreciate you being available and serving the team, sir. Appreciate you, man. Listen, guys, I'm excited for you. Let me just say this really quickly. Please take some notes. Mr. Laston spoke on that. A lot of times when we do this presentation, people are they're listening, but they're not taking copious notes, right? And sometimes we pray, and I think we should always pray, and we ask for blessings. And this is going to be absolutely one, if you really take it seriously, you treat it like a business and not a hobby, can truly change the whole trajectory of your life. Let me go ahead and share my slides, and then I'm going to share with you all what was shared with me. That's not the slide I was trying to share, but that's the money. Let me share with you guys what was shared with me back in 2019 when I decided to take a look at this. Not because I knew everything about the company, guys. I didn't know a lot about the company. The company did make sense when I was going through this for the first time in 2019. I was just looking for something different. And I knew that at the end of the day, where I'm from, if you're open to opportunity, you can receive a blessing. And blessing's only a blessing if you can pass it, right? So let's take some notes tonight, man. Let's talk a little bit about the stability of the company. But before I do that, let me share a little bit of background about myself. I think it's important. Anytime someone shares any information with you, you should know a little bit about their background, where they come from, their DNA. All right. So for those that don't know me, my name is Marty Wynn. I'm right here from the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. I was born and raised here, went to school here, graduated, went to the 12th grade. And by the way, guys, if you're not on mute, please put yourselves on mute. That way we don't interrupt the presentation for those that are listening. Okay. So I have a background in sports and entertainment. I wasn't always in sports entertainment. I worked for a gentleman by the name of Don King. Worked for Don King for about 2.5, 3 years. Met my beautiful wife here. You see there right here, Miss ISRA Wynn, which is a 5-time world championship professional boxer. She went into the Hall of Fame in 2021. Because of that tutelage, I went on to open up my own sports entertainment company called Raging Promotion Sports and Entertainment. I became the manager for my wife's career, Miss Layla Ali, and I've done some unbelievable work with Mike Tyson. I actually promoted Mike Tyson's very last fight. Made millions of dollars doing that. And then got involved in real estate. And I should say, guys, in order, I got involved in real estate before boxing, right? Through leadership, through mentorship. Today, we own about $46 million in real estate. Now, I'm sharing that with you guys, not to be arrogant or pompous. I'm sharing with you guys, if I could do it, anybody could do it. I needed mentorship. I don't know about you all. I went to jobs. I know what it's like to work a job. I'm not knocking your job. I think you're blessed if you have one in today's time. But I knew it wasn't going to be for me. I didn't like getting up early in the morning. I didn't like going to lunch at 12 o'clock and I wasn't hungry. And somebody told me how to do it for 30 years. That wasn't going to be my life. Right. And so I got involved in this boxing and real estate. And those things were great. But let me tell you what wasn't great. Let me tell you the bad thing about real estate. When people don't pay their rent, right? So when people don't pay their rent, the bank still wants their revenue, right? Mike Tyson got knocked out his very last fight that I promoted. So we made millions of dollars, but the money stopped. Layla retired. My wife retired. The money stopped. So I was looking for something different. And then I ran into my good friend, Mr. Darnell and Tracy Self. Now I've been knowing Mr. Self and Mrs. Self for well over 35, 40 years at this point. Me and Tracy actually went to school together since grade school. I was actually at her sweet 16. I think I was 15 years old, right? So I've watched this couple bloom and grow, right? I watched the kids grow from kids to young adults who are now having babies, right? And what I love most about this couple, we were working in the mall together at the time, the same people they are as multimillionaires, millionaire thinker, millionaire makers, they were when they were making $30,000, $40,000 a year. And that's rare, right? It's very rare, right? Especially when you build a team. They've been in this company now for about 25, 26 years, somewhere like that. Well over $20 million earned. And when someone knocks on your door and lets you into their environment and you don't have to be ushered in, you take that blessing. And that's what I did in 2019. Not only did he share the information with me that I'm going to share with you all, but it has helped over 100 people earn six figures on a very part-time basis. And some people do this part-time. Some people do this full-time, right? But there's different walks of life on our team, different nationalities, different backgrounds, blue-collar workers, athletes, you name it, they're on our team. Our team is named Team New Vision. And we have a mantra, guys: faith, family, finance, and fitness. And we added fun. You see that at the bottom, right? So we have a lot of fun and we make money at the same time. So let's talk about the stability of the company, because I think it's important, right? A lot of people want to hear about the money, and that's cool. But I want you guys to know what you're a part of. Number one, you're a part of a vision, a visionary, by a gentleman by the name of Harlan Stonecipher. I'm going to talk about Mr. Stonecipher here in a minute. But there's three things I believe that all of us should be looking for when we start a business. Number one, opportunity. Is there an opportunity for me? And we're less than 3% market penetration. Most people don't even know that we exist. Okay, we're backed by an amazing service. You're going to hear about that in a moment. We are a $2.75 billion company. So we've been around for some time. We've stood the test of time, over 54 years now in business. And we have systems in place. And I think this is, let me pause right here for a second, because I think when people get involved in our company, they come up with these bright ideas. You don't do that. There's systems already in place, guys. Mr. Latson's about to crack 100,000 because he's following a system. Hans Boutique Homes, who started April 7th, 2025 at $180,000 today, is because of a system. My daughter's at 145,000 right now as we speak. Junior Howard University, because of a system. So we're not operating off of ideas or theory. We're operating off of systems. We're not asking people whether this works. We're asking, do you want to participate in it, what we know that's already working? And we have a community of leaders that's not going to charge you, by the way. I think this is important because I'm on Instagram quite a bit when I'm doing this little thing that I'm doing right now. And everybody's charging for these mentorship classes. And we're giving away multi-million-dollar mindset training for free. And we're going to get paid every day. By the way, if you guys don't know that, you got a little tip. So our company was established in 1972. Listen, people don't need guarantees. They just need possibility. They don't need guarantees. They just need a possibility. And so when you join a company, guys, that's been around since 1972, that's an unbelievable possibility. Okay? Today, we protect 4.5 million families in the United States. That 40,000, that 400,000, although that would be pretty good. But 4.5 million people say, you know what, this makes sense. So they're a part of our business. We're also internationally, so we're in Canada. So we operate in Canada as well. We have a vision like any good business should have, and that vision is to provide equal access to the liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that, listen, we all deserve that. We all deserve that. Most of us on this call have been priced out the justice system. Let me explain what I mean by that. Many of us right now on this call can't afford an attorney at $5,000 retainer, $700, $800 an hour. We just can't, right? But because of disruptive innovation and because of this gentleman's vision, we all now can participate. So this gentleman is Mr. Harlan C. Stonecipher. I'm actually going to the corporate office in a couple of weeks from now, and we stand in a penthouse suite that he built for himself. That's going to be a treat. But just think about this, guys and ladies. In 1969, this gentleman had a car accident. That's actually the picture. His car flipped over. You can see he had a banged up car. He had health insurance. He had car insurance. But he was sued in result of an accident that he didn't cause. So I want you guys to just take yourself back for a moment. Imagine somebody getting into a car accident with you. You have health insurance, you have car insurance, but you're sued in result of an accident that you didn't cause and the other person got the citation. Would that simply mean in the United States of America that you still must defend it? And I think we gotta pause right there, guys, because understand, you're in the United States. Anybody can sue you without merit. You still must defend. If you don't defend, it's called a default judgment. So he created this vision, and that's why we're all here today. He's now passed in 2014, but he built an unbelievable legacy for so many people to participate. Okay, so disruptive innovation, we're all participating in this, whether we like it or not. You got to move with the cheese, else you get stuck, right? Disruptive innovation means you made things simple, easy, and more affordable. It's what Amazon done to the mall, right? Think about that. Think about how we used to listen to music. Now we got Spotify, Apple Music, Shazam. It's what Netflix has done to the movie industry. It's what Airbnb has done to the accommodation industry. Think about your parents telling you, don't you ever get into a car with a stranger, but yet Uber picks you up and you have a conversation with a stranger, right? This is all disruptive innovation. We've done the same thing. We disrupted the way that we can participate within the justice system. Now, listen, this is not about you or me doing something bad. If you're going to be in business, you got to have a good certified public accountant. They keep your financial affairs in order. And you need a great attorney. I grew up in a world, guys, if I need attorneys because I was doing something bad. That's what they told me. When I got involved with business and economics of business, I started understanding the power of having access to law firms and lawyers. They were just expensive. So here with our company's called Legal Shield. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you haven't, right? I mean, so many people say, oh, I heard of Legal Shield back in 1990. I was like, you're not wealthy yet? Like, imagine if you got involved with Amazon when Amazon came out at $37.61, right? So here's how this works. Disruptive innovation. You're able to download the app, same way you download the Amazon app. And when you tap that app, you get access to law firms. Within our law firms, we have attorneys. Guys, there's no law firms if there's no attorneys. Okay? So we have attorneys, real attorneys, Avery rated, which means they pass the bar. They have an average of 22 years of experience. And most importantly, they operate in specific areas of law, just like doctors operate in specific areas of medicine. You would never want a brain surgeon to work on your heart because they have a title called doctor. You're going to die for sure. So when people come to me and say, my mom, my dad, my cousin, my uncle, my aunt is an attorney, congratulations. They don't cost $37.95 a month. Sorry, they just don't. And why are we able to do this? Because we protect 4.5 million lives in the United States and Canada. Y'all see me smiling, right? Because every day, guys, I get up and do this as a choice, as a gift. Listen, I've been in business for years, guys. I'm in government contracting right now. It costs me $10,000 to review a contract. I get involved with Legal Shield. I pay $99 for a business plan, and I have an attorney at Freeman, Farmer and Thrust, which is the law firm that now reviews my proposals for 99 bucks. So here we are with the preferred legal plan. We're going to talk about this. Preferred legal plan, $37.95. Watch this. This is powerful. It don't only protect you and your spouse. It protects all children up to the age of 26, up to 10 kids. Now, again, I've done a lot of business over 26 years. So I remember them protecting me. I remember them giving me a retainer to protect my wife. I remember me giving them a retainer to protect my company. So I'm using the same law firm back in the day, Jackson and Campbell. I paid them $10,000 a month. My wife got to get protected. That's another $10,000. My business got to get protected. That's another $10,000. That's $30,000. I get involved with Legal Shield, $37.95 a month. They protect me, my spouse, up to 10 kids up to the age of 26. And if you guys want to protect your assets, like I do, then we have something called a premium plan. $49.95 a month, where they give you access to a revocable trust for a flat fee of $250. Listen, it's unbelievable. Many of us right now have some things we need to protect. So we're going to talk about that, okay? But tonight we're going to talk about the $37.95 and what it covers, okay? Number one, there are no contracts. Meaning, when you get on our service, you're free to go whenever you choose to go. Because listen, everybody needs it regardless. Consultation, letters and phone calls are being made on your behalf. Document review, residential loan document review, residential tenant lease advice, landlord lease advice, preparation for wills, dual power of attorney, physician directive, living will. I tell people all the time, consultation is an unbelievable thing. How awesome is it that you can pick up your phone, tap an app, fill out the questionnaire, an attorney will call you back in 8 hours, or you can schedule a call according to your schedule, speak as long as you want to your law firm, and never get a bill. Guys, it's huge. Letters and phone calls. Guys, writing a letter from an attorney, or have an attorney write a letter for you, or make a phone call for you, it's so much stronger than you doing it yourself. We have document reviews. Some of you guys are buying real estate. Some of you guys are purchasing cars. Some of you guys are getting financing done. You're signing contracts. Get your attorneys to read that. They said the bold print give, but the fine print takes. So make sure you put these things in order. Guys, this is the first time in a long time where not long ago, I purchased a truck. I walked into the dealership. They gave me the finance agreement. It was a lease onto my company. And I said, I'm going to send it to my attorney. And I actually meant what I said. And here's what the attorney found. On line 14B, they charged me $7,900 for gap insurance. No problem. They charged me $1,799 for processing fee. No problem. But here was the big problem. When you lease a vehicle in the state of Maryland, they shouldn't be charging you gap insurance. You don't own the vehicle. They saved me $8,000 just like that. In the state of Maryland, they can't charge you $1,799. It's against the law. They can't charge no more than $799. They saved me another $1,000. I'm talking about guys on a $49.95 plan or a $37.95 plan. How many of us on this call tonight have purchased a car, went into the finance office, looked how much we owe, looked how much, how long we had the term of the lease or purchase for, and signed it? Everything else we ignored, right? You don't have to do that anymore. Will preparation. Think about this. They say 7 out of 10 Americans don't have a will. 9 out of 10 minorities don't have a will. Here's my question to you tonight. Do you have one? You ain't got to tell me. Don't put it in the chat, right? Because I know most of us don't. Not that we don't know that we need it, but the reality is it's expensive. And if it's expensive, we throw it to the wayside. Guys, we need a will. So our company gives you a will for free. We give it to you and your spouse for free. Dual power of attorney, physician directive, a living will. 30 to 45 days, fill out the will questionnaire on your app and be in your mailbox. This is tangible. You can update it every single year. No extra cost. One of the things I think we make the biggest mistake is that we think we got time. And somebody that was here yesterday is not here today. Somebody that woke up this morning ain't here this evening. We don't have time. You work too hard. Guys, listen to me. We all work too hard for our assets. We can't take it with us, but we can leave it to somebody. And if you don't have a will, who are you leaving it to? Even if you have a will, it's going to go into probate. That's why it's important to understand the power of a revocable trust. All I'm sharing, guys, is when we know better, we can do better, right? And it's affordable. They can't take that from you. We have traffic ticket assistance. That's a big deal. If you pull it over, questioned, arrested, or detained, you're going to have access to a lawyer 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's a big deal. Civil trial defense, IRS audit assistance. You know how many people I meet that want to make money, not realize that money comes with a responsibility? I want you guys to think about this. You know, my wife and I have made a lot of money. Probably to the average person that's been in entrepreneurship, a lot of my mentors, we probably ain't made no money. But the reality is that I've learned over the course of time that the IRS don't come after you in 2026. They come after you in 2030 because of what you did in 2026. Just because you make a lot of money don't mean you understand the principles of it. And so here it's important, especially in our company, especially on this team, it's important that you keep your financial affairs in order. The money you make is not meant to be spent. The principal dollar is not meant to be spent. The principal dollar is meant to gain a dividend. And then you spend the dividend if that's what you choose to do. But you got to understand, you just got access to the IRS. The IRS can be your enemy or they can be your friend. You choose. So we're going to give you the consultation that you need if you need it. Audit representation, pre-trial negotiation. We talked about prenup and postnup, our last presentation, when a young lady was just going through this. And she said she spent just on a prenup and postnup $5,000 just to get her prenup and postnup done. Five grand. And we give that to you for free if you have the service. After 180 days, you got to have the service for at least 180 days to participate in that. But minor adoption, prenup and postnup, civil annulment, uncontested divorce. I don't hope you guys are going through that. But if you are, you know, I got a partner on here right now. I'm going to call him out. But he told me his divorce was $40. That's the cheapest divorce I ever heard in my life. And he got a 25% discount, right? But my point to you guys is this, man. Everybody needs a service. You need a service like you need your car insurance. You need the service like you need your life insurance, your health insurance, your home insurance, your renter's insurance. We have all of these different insurances. And the moment, and listen, we even pay them and we don't complain even when they raise the rate. This is the thing that baffles me. Like, we'll get car insurance, they'll raise the rate, we pay them on time, we pay them early, and we don't even think twice about it. And the moment you make a claim, they want to give you pushback. Well, if they give you pushback, call your attorney who operates under the insurance law. Our attorneys won't give you pushback because that's what they do for a living. I meet too many people. My mom's an attorney. Oh, you know how we do. My mom's an attorney. My cousin's an attorney. Your cousin's a family attorney. She can help you with insurance, right? Your daddy's an insurance attorney. He can't help you with the family. Your uncle's a family attorney. He can't help you with the criminal law. We have attorneys that operate in every area of law. That's why this is a big deal. So when people come to me and say, I'm a serial entrepreneur, I say, do you have an attorney? They say, yeah. They only name one, and it's a tax attorney, but yet they're in janitorial services. It makes no sense, right? So listen, guys, over 4 million lives we protect today, and it's a big deal, right? Over 4 million lives. Think about this. You have a $37.95 plan. You have a $49.95 plan. If you average that out around $40 and you times that by 4.5 million families paying this every month, guys, this is called a subscription-based model. It's $180 million that come into Legal Shield every month. Every month, even through COVID, our attorneys are still getting paid because we're still paying the subscription base. So we take a third of that money, 6 to 7 figures, and we give it to the law firms in all 50 states as well as Canada. So they're absolutely ecstatic. The other third goes to our company because we want to scale as a company. This is why I get excited about foresight and vision. When I got involved with Legal Shield, guys, we were a $1.25 billion company. We're now $2.75 billion. My question is, where will you be when we're $5 billion, $10 billion? Because it's going to happen with or without you, with or without me. The other third goes to my partners. It goes to me for sharing this information. I love when people come to me and say, I'm not really good at sales. That's just mean because you're good at buying from everybody that sells. How many people I meet like that? I'm not good at sales. That means you're good at buying. I've been married for 26 years because I sell myself all the time to my wife. I'm always good at sales. I got to reincarnate myself, reinvent myself, right? So in here, guys, I don't sell. I just share information. That's all I do. I'm not trying to get everybody. I'm just trying to get somebody that understand the power of network, that understand the power of the service. The money is a byproduct on how great the services is. So we give a third to our company, a third to the law firms, and a third to us. When I got involved in this company, guys, I made $300,000 my first year. Part-time. Part-time. I did $560,000 my second year. And it wasn't because I was good. It was because I was good at getting people in front of the information. That's how this works, guys. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about how many people can we bless? How many people can we help? I started with my friends, my family, people that were overworked, underpaid, sick and tired of being sick and tired, people that even owed me some money. I said, hey, man, I found a way we can make some extra income. You got to look at this project. You got to look at this project. Guys, I know I talk fast. I'm from DC, right? But you got to look at this project, right? And I put them in front of the information. I wasn't trying to be the information. That's all we do here. So think about, before I go to the this next slide, think about how many people you know, now that we all are thinking this way, how many people do you know that need more income? Think about how many people complain about bills, complain about losing their job, complain about daycare, complain about their spouse, whatever it may be, right? We can fix that. They said the number one rule right now, I guess you want to call it a rule, why so many people get divorced is finances, right? So we're fixing a lot of marriages, believe it or not, okay? ID Shield, we're going to run through this, guys, in 60 seconds. Identity theft, ID Shield, we're ranked number 1 on the Forbes list, number 1. Number 2, what ID Shield does is it protects and it monitors anything you feel that's an asset to you. From the things you see on my screen to your deed of your house. A lot of people don't realize you can go to Google right now. If you're in real estate, you know what I'm talking about. You can go to Google right now and put down a quitclaim deed. All your information is public record, by the way. Right? Anybody can put you as a grantor, put themselves as a grantee, get somebody to notarize it, and file out the recorder deeds for $26, and now we own your house. It's very easy to do. You go get a line of credit, go do a desktop appraisal. Now they're pulling the equity from your home. You never even knew it. It happens all the time. So I protect my identity, guys, because my name is valuable. Your name is valuable. Your date of birth, your social security is valuable. I spend $34 a month. Listen, most of us spend $34 a month just playing around in Starbucks and they make your coffee wrong. So protect your identity. $19.95 covers you if you're single with no children, just you. Or that's what my daughter has. Credit card, checking account, retirement accounts. We have dark web. We have Trim Micro Max security. That protects you against any malware infection because a lot of people are hacking into things now, right, through AI. We have VPNs. We were in Ireland not long ago. So we turn our public hotspots into a secure Wi-Fi. We have reputation management. We also have sex offender monitoring. And this is important. I tell my girls, I have 4 girls. I tell my girls all the time, listen, just because you meet somebody and they put on a good face don't mean they are who they represent. You got to know who's around you. You got to keep your head on a swivel. So take your phone, put the address, open up your sex offender monitoring app, put the address within a 5-mile radius. All sex offenders will pop up, their face live and live in color. This way, watch this, guys. This way, when we move into these new cobblestone streets with beautiful gates, you know exactly who your next door neighbor is. Maybe you won't send your kids over to play with their kids when you understand who they're playing with. I'm not saying that's your neighbor. I'm just saying you don't know if it is because you don't have the app. We have full licensed private investigators that do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to restore you back to pre-theft status. I lost my wallet. Thank God nobody got to my credit cards, but I was able to tap the app and get a licensed private investigator on the phone. They shut all my credit cards down, number one, because I don't remember those 800 numbers. And then I was able to get all those credit cards back. I wasn't compromised, thank God. And then we give you a $3 million fraud protection plan on top of it, okay? Listen, before we go into money, these are just some other portfolios. Let me just recap real quick, guys. This is what you're a part of. You're a part of a 53 going on 54-year-old company. That's number one. Number two, you're a part of a company that has stability. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be here another 50 years, if not more. You're part of a $2.75 billion company. You're part of a company, by the way, that pays you 4 different ways, and one of those ways is every day. Okay? Every time a person gets a service, you get paid. I'm going to talk about that. You're also part of a company that covers so many other plans outside of just what I meant and said, right? Talking about small business plans. You cannot be a small business owner. You don't want me mentoring you and you tell me you're a small business owner and you don't have a lawyer. So we have small business plans for my small business owners. Okay? We offer this to employers for their employees because the employer, and I am an employer, I have employees. I get tired of my employees leaving the office, going to take care of a ticket when their attorney can go on behalf of them for a flat fee of $79. Okay? I need you to be productive in the office, not in the courtroom. We offer this to CDO drivers. I had 9 tractor trailers, right, for wind oversized freight. So I know what it's like to have, if you're a tractor trailer on here, I'm going to speak your language. You know what it's like to have your FMCSA score change. You know what it's like to be pulled over by DOT, Department of Transportation. You know what a level 1, level 2, level 3 inspection is. We know what it's like to get put out of service and you can't make your load. All I'm sharing with you is CDO drivers are pinged on their license even when they're out the truck. How awesome is that? If you get pulled over in Florida, we can take care of that ticket in Florida, although you live in Baltimore and you don't ever have to even show up at court. Gun supplements. Some of you guys are licensed to carry a gun. Well, I got news for you. You're held at the highest standard of law. If you guys come into DC and you're licensed to carry in DC and you walk on any federal ground, they're going to give you a gun charge. But you're licensed to carry. If you accidentally discharge and there's people around, they could charge you with attempted murder. Guys, listen, I'm not wishing any of this upon you, just like I'm not wishing a car accident upon you because you have car insurance. I'm just saying be prepared because you're in that type of world that we live in. Okay, so it's a big deal, guys, as we go through this rideshare programs, defense, all these things we offer are supplements outside of the legal shield plan. We have access to attorneys in all 50 states and Canada. And identity theft ways cover every service when it comes to your identity up to 15 devices, okay? Let's talk about money. This is my favorite subject. Somebody told me the other day that it's not all about money. I said, yep, I know what your bank account look like. Just being honest. Guys, listen, let's get out the stinky thinking, man. You're in a capitalism world. Everything costs. Everything costs. I love when people come to me and say it's not about money. Money is way up here with this thing called oxygen. You can't breathe if you don't have any. It's stressful. Let's be clear. I got a 12th grade education. I chose to be rich. I didn't pray in that move. I prayed while I was moving. I understood what it was like to get linear income. I'm not knocking your job. I didn't like getting up for school. I knew I wasn't going to like getting up for nobody's job. Were you going to cap my worth? My goal was to fire my boss. My goal, if I'm working with you personally, my goal is to help you fire your boss before they fire you. Not because they don't like you, because maybe their budgets are offset. Once you learn leverage income duplication of a team, guys, you never go back to linear. Michael Jordan won 6 championship titles with a team, not by himself. That's what made him great. I made $681,000, my wife and I, last year, over $1.5 million since we've been in the company. Part-time, not because I'm good, because we have a team. Without the team, we don't make that. You help enough people get what they want, by default, you get what you want. And then I want you guys to really start thinking about what you look like at 50, 60, 70. My goal has always been simple in my life. I never wanted my older self to get pissed off at my younger self because I kept making mistakes. I'm better now at 53 than I was at 23. And if God blessed me with another 30 or 40 years, I could do it all. I could do it all again in the next 5 years because I'm better. You're better. We just need a vehicle. And guys, this is the vehicle. You just gotta step on the gas. Listen, let me just preface this before I get started. Half of the people you're gonna talk to are gonna tell you it don't work. They're gonna tell you it's a pyramid while they're on their way to the job, which is the pyramid. Most people gonna tell you it don't work. Oh, is this a pyramid? Is that like a Ponzi scheme? Look, listen, pyramid and Ponzi scheme is 2 different things. The pyramid is a company that doesn't have a product or a service attached to it. Our company is governed by the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. Pick up the phone, call them, do your due diligence. Don't listen to broke people. Broke people keep broke people broke. So stop listening to broke people. They only know what they know. They're probably trying to protect you, but killing you at the same time. So in our company, guys, we get paid on services. We don't get paid from signing people up. That's what I love about the company. Somebody can tell me no, but they can't tell me no about the services because you need a will because at some point you're going to die if you care about your family. So we're going to talk about the $37.95 and the $34.95. We have $600 in bonus money on the table. This is so unique. I get so excited about this for you all because I've been in business for 26 years. It took me $8 million to promote Mike Tyson, and he had to get in the ring, and the bell had to ring before I could even break even. $8 million. It cost me $99 to get into Legal Shield. They got $600 in bonus money on the table. The company says this. Watch this. The company says if you hit senior associate within 30 days, $200 bonus. If you hit manager within 45 days, $400 bonus. People on my team hit manager in 24 hours to 5 days. Why? Because all it takes is 4 people. Now, actually, it takes 3, but I teach 4, right? All it takes is 4 people. If 4 people getting on a Legal Shield plan and an ID Shield plan, and if it all adds up to $300, I just showed y'all how to get to the top of the company. Just teach that, you get to the top of the company. It's really simple, guys. Let me give you an example. If I sign up 4 people tonight, and let's say they got on a $49.95 plan, $49.95 comes out my bank account. The company gives me 50 points. They're going to call it $50. 50 points. They get a $34.95 plan. We're going to round it up to 35 points. So if 4 people did that, and I'm not telling you to get everybody that, get people what they need, not what you want them to have. That's important. Everything's based on our retention here. Okay? So let's say somebody gets a $49.95 plan, 50 points, $34.95 plan, 35 points, 50 plus 35, 85, 85 times 4, 340. To be a manager, guys, you only need 3 people. And with you, collectively, $300 worth of services. So I always say, sign up your first 4 people. Who do you know? Because if they get what I just said, guess what's going to happen? You just hit manager. You started at the associate level. So if you have 4 people on a $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan, we know that's $292. You're not a manager yet because you need 300. But in this example, watch this. If you did do 4, just using this example, $34.95, $34.95, 80 times 4, 320. Direct deposit in your bank account tomorrow. When you first get involved in our company, guys, our company has to approve your account. They're going to send 1 penny. Your bank will say, yep, that's her account. And then they'll transfer the money. Other than that, it's going to be cash accrued into your back office. Get back with the person who invited you out there, share with you what that means. So you now got 80 times 4. That's 320. The computer, watch this. The computer promoted you to senior associate. This is so serious, guys, because you don't have to show up to nobody's job to get noticed. Nobody had to work late to get noticed. Your boss didn't have to die for you to get their position. All you had to do is show up and do the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and you win. So here you are, a senior associate 320. You hit the fast start training. Fast start training is the 3-hour training. You take it online. You can't lose. It's not multiple choice. All you did was show up and listen to somebody speak. You can even act like you listening. I mean, make sure you listen, but act like you listen at least, right? That's a $200 bonus. You already hit manager. That's a $400 bonus. That's $920 on your $99 investment. And now you're a manager, and every time you bring somebody in personally on a $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan, they pay you $132 the following day. See, this is what people are not getting. Somebody had to work 10 hours a day at $13 an hour before taxes to make $130. I just show you how to make $132, and it's going to make you, what, 3 minutes to protect somebody? 3 minutes. See, when you start getting paid $132, guys, in 3 minutes, you start understanding the value of your time. You no longer work a job for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. Here's what Mr. Self shared with me. He said, if I can help you make $80 when you're an associate, doing the same thing as executive director will pay you $416. Well, $416 sounds better than $80. So I got to executive director in 30 days. Listen, my partners, we have a lot of leadership on here. If they invited you out here, they're going to show you, listen, we have a hand in your success. If you're not successful, we're not successful. So we want you to be successful. So watch this. Let me just pick somebody else out here really quickly. So let's just say, for an example, oh, there's so many people in here tonight. Let's say for an example, guys, my man Dre, right? Let's say Dre, you are an executive director, okay? Dre signs me up for a $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan. Dre, they're going to pay you $416. They're going to get paid out tomorrow. If you did that 10 times today, 10 times this week, 10 times this month, and you did it personally, it's going to be $4,160 hit your bank account. But Dre, I want to get involved with what you're getting involved with because I never made $416 in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I come in at $99. I get a $37.95 plan. Maybe I get the $49 plan, depending on what I need. But I get both plans. Here I am as an associate. You already made $416 when I got the service because you protect my family. But I know people, Dre, that you don't know. So I do a launch because every business should have a launch. Every business should let everybody know that they're in business. If you know people don't know you're in business, you ain't in business. That's why business have grand openings. So we do grand openings. One of the leaders would do it for you. So Dre, I know more than 4 people. I know 50 people. And if I don't know 50 people, I know 5 people that know 5 people. 5 people that know 10 people. 10 people that know 5 people. However you want to do it. Guys, everything's leverage. How many people do you know? How many people do they know? We're not trying to convince. We're just sharing information. So every person that I get on the $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan as an associate, I make 80. Dre gonna make 20, 32, 46, 68, 85, 85. He make 336, but he never met my mother because my mother was my first customer. Dre, you're in the Bahamas. My goal is to get the manager. I sign on my first 4 or 5 people, Dre. Those first 4 or 5 people get on a service. Those services add up to 300. I already know that I'm a manager. Guys, look, guys, listen. I'm giving it to you really simple and raw because I want to simplify this so in a way where a 3rd grader can get it. Do you know 4 people, 5 people, 6 people? If the services add up to $300 and you did it personally, you're going to make 80 times that many people as an associate. You already hit the manager level. You take your fast start training, there's one tomorrow. $200 bonus, you're a manager right now, $400 bonus. Where else can you go and invest $99, maybe get the $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan, you all in at $175, and you take your $175 and turn it into $900. Because if you leave it in the bank at a 0.01% interest rate, which is the APY right now, it's going to take you 16,554 years for your $175 to make $600-700. So why would you leave it in the bank? Bank of America, Chase. And we turn around and give you vacations for free. Do you know, guys, I've been in this industry since 2008. I've never, ever seen a company send 750 people on vacation and you're not at the top of the company. I've never seen that. We got people in this organization right now about to go to Punta Cana. A buddy of mine told me that I've been to Punta Cana before. Yeah, but yours was a trip because you paid for it. This is a vacation. We don't pay for it. There's a difference, guys, when you ain't got to put a budget to what you're about to do. Our company will pay for you to go. Our company pays for it. You taking a significant other with you. Everything is paid for by the company. We have unbelievable training while we're on vacation. We have unbelievable event, a musical while we're on vacation. And we just enjoy each other, man. Then we leave in Punta Cana and we head into Dubai for free. Long as your performance club. Performance Club is 150 points. It's the craziest thing ever. It's one of the most brilliant things that the company has done, but it's very easy to do every month. And it pays you bonuses up front, anywhere from $200 to $400 every 7 for the month, and then it gives you matching bonus for everybody that's Performance Club on your team. Unheard of. One of the most robust, richest compensation plans in the entire industry. Unbelievable, guys. Everybody starts day one, guys. Everybody starts from day one, right now. Make a decision. You in or you out? If you got to pray on it, we'll wait. Go ahead. It ain't going to take you long. We waiting. You done? Good. Listen, get back with the person who invited you out. That's it. Get back with the person who invited you out. Tell them what you like best about what you heard. And commit. Listen, you cannot work for 10 years and look in your bank account tonight and not like it and don't change it. That's the thing I love about what we do. Like, you know how many people I talk to? They come to me and say, I'm not sure if this works, but you got $25 in your bank account and you've been doing this for 10 years. That ain't never worked. I ain't talking to all of y'all, but I'm talking to somebody. Because there's going to be somebody get off this call. They're going to say, oh, he talked too fast. I didn't hear everything he said. They're going to say, do they really pay this way? They're going to have all these questions. And they got $30 in their bank account. And I'm not knocking you. You got $30 in your bank account because you won't get in front of the money. You won't get to the mentorship that you need. It's bigger than the money, guys. The mentorship is everything. I come from mentorship. My success didn't come because I was a smart guy. I come from mentorship. I was open to the blessing. Start part-time. Be open to this blessing. Work from anywhere. We can work from anywhere. If you think you still got to be at a job putting in hours, that's antiquated thinking. There's people on social media making millions. There's people on YouTube making millions from their bedroom. What does that tell you? Man, maybe this is not for you. This ain't for everybody. But we ain't looking for everybody. We're looking for people that want to make an extra 1,000, extra 1,500, or extra 50,000 a month. It's up to you. There's no cap. There's no lid on the amount of money you can make here. Move with a sense of urgency because success loves speed. Don't think that you got to explain this to everybody because you can't. You can't even explain your job when you first got it, but you showed up and they ain't even pay you for the first 2 weeks. So get involved. Get your fast start training done. Number one, simultaneously set up your launch with the person that invited you out. Hey, man, I need to do a launch. I want to put my friends and family in front of it. Don't overthink these guys. The people you think got a lot of money, they're looking for an opportunity. The people you think won't do this, they will do this. The people you think will do this, they won't do that. They won't do this. You'll be in line with mentorship. $24 a month to run a business, which is crazy. Your first month is free. It's called our CRM tools, right? Tell you everything, it tracks your whole business for you. Here's the last slide. You can roll as a member. I learned years ago in this company that most people, and it's a shame, guys, if I can be honest with you all, there's, out of my whole entire family, 2 people are in this business in my family. That's it. 2. And I love my family. But they watch me make millions. You know, sometimes, and it used to be disheartening for me, right? You watch me, you watch me go from the barbershop. You watch me work for Don King. You told me I was crazy. You got to watch telling your big dreams to small-minded people. You watch me promote Mike. You watch me promote my wife. You watch me promote Layla Ali. You watch me get $46 million in real estate. You watch me make millions. I made over $10 million in direct sales. You watch me. And I hear the same excuse from the same people all the time. You different. No, I'm not. I breathe the same nasty air that you breathe. I just want more. I deserve more. I've given myself permission to get more.
Come on, Marty. Come on, man.
And so you got to put yourself in position tonight. Get back with the person that invited you out. Become an associate. Get trained. Stop giving yourself roadblocks. We're going to another level, guys. It's 2026. We can't go into 2027. We're 10 months away. This thing can change your life, man. Not just the money, but what you're going to learn. Once your mind expands, I promise you it won't contract back to its original state. But you got to be open. Closed minds don't get fed. God bless you guys. We see you over the top. We see you tomorrow. Take care. Peace.